Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue, and today we are just doing a nice little chatty get ready with me, just throwing my makeup together for my very busy day ahead. I am going to be playing with the Delicious Delights palette today and just creating the look you see here. So if you want to hang out with me while I play with some makeup, that's really all today is about. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Alrighty guys, so the palette we are playing with today is going to be the Delicious Delights. I feel like I played with this one recently, but I was bored and I let my mom pick which palette I play with today, and after picking like 3 that I had already used recently, she still picked this one. So we're just going to play with it. I kept telling her like, oh, I've already played with that, and then I realized it's because I actually play with everything I own, which I do love about myself. So we're doing something kind of, she wanted me to do Eastery, but I don't know what I want to do, so I'm just going to start dipping into shades and see what I create. I kind of want to go into Gingerbread, which is the orangey shade, and pop it in here. For this look, I am going to do both eyes. We're just going to hang out and do my makeup because basically it is when I'm filming this, we have my niece over and she was supposed to get dropped off around 11. She got dropped off around 11:30 though. And I set up a play date for her for at 1 o'clock, thinking 2 hours would be lots of time for her to go hang out with my mom and have her lunch and everything, and then start her play date. But then my niece's parents were running late, so she didn't get dropped off till like 11:30. So now I have an hour and a half, and then I always like to be ready a little early because what if her play date shows up a little bit early? So basically, I'm just trying to get my makeup done ASAP. What else do I want to use? Let's go into Charms. Oh, I'm not doing anything pastel. That's not good. Okay, let's go into, we're just going to go into Buttercream next, which is the yellow shade. And we're just going to kind of put it right beside this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing colors. But yeah, so I have my niece this weekend. And today, after she has her lunch, we have a play date planned for her with my neighbor's daughter. So basically, her and her dad are gonna come over and hang out, and we're all just gonna let the girls play and visit. They met pretty much when we moved in here. They kind of connected and have really been liking each other. So we have been struggling to get them together. It's kind of a complicated story that I'm not going to get into on here. But we set up a play date for them, which I'm very excited for. So we're doing that around 1 o'clock. And then after the play date, we're going to go hit up Walmart to buy my niece a new swimsuit because we're going swimming with, we're doing like a girls' day tomorrow. So we're going swimming. I'm going into Lollipop, but we're gonna go swimming tomorrow, and my niece does not have a swimsuit that fits her anymore. It's been winter, so she has not been doing a lot of swimming. So since the last time she went, she outgrew her swimsuit. We were gonna go last time she came over, but her mom said that she didn't have a swimsuit that fit, and we couldn't afford it then. But we have a little bit of extra spending money now, so we're gonna take her to Walmart to pick out a new swimsuit and prep for our girls' day tomorrow. So we have that plan, and then when we get home from that, I was planning to do breakfast for dinner. So I saw these like skewer like pancakes with banana and then Nutella like drizzled on it, little like breakfast skewer thingies, and I really want to try making those. So I think for dinner I'm gonna make those for us, and we're probably gonna watch Zootopia 2 because I haven't seen it yet. And then we'll probably hide her Easter treat so she can do a little scavenger hunt. And then, yeah, tomorrow we're doing a big girls' day. So we have my brother's family, his wife and her 2 daughters. And we're gonna all go swimming and then do pizza. And we're obviously gonna bring those 2 girls their Easter treats. What do I want to put on next? This is looking really cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do for shimmers yet. I'm just kind of placing things how I feel like. Maybe we can go into Jelly Bean now, which is like a purpley, like the mid-tone purpley in the palette. Sorry, I'm not really showing you guys what I'm using because this is more just a chatty hangout video. I hope that's okay. I wasn't sure what I wanted to film today. If I had more time, it might have been like a palette bingo or something, but I just don't really have a lot of time anymore. So I was like, I'll just hang out, tell you guys about my weekend plans, and that will be this video. Hopefully that's okay. If that's not your style, then this video might not be for you. I really like how this is going. I don't know the last time I've done a look quite like this, but I'm enjoying it. It's really, really cute. So yeah, tomorrow is swimming, and oh, and we're also gonna go to a greenhouse, and the greenhouse always does like a scavenger hunt type thing for the little ones. She always loves doing that. We do it, I think we've done it like 2 or 3 times now, and the prize is usually a little herb plant, which is really fun. So we're thinking we'll go do that and then hit the pool and then go back to my brother's family's place for some pizza. My brother's out of town for work, and so my partner is just gonna hang out at home, and we're just gonna have just us girls tomorrow, so that'll be really fun. And then I don't think we have plans for on Sunday because I think my niece gets picked back up probably kind of early. But honestly, that is such a full couple of days. I think she'll really, really have a good time. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a long time since we had her and we're able to really go all out for fun things, just because the economy, and like I don't make a ton of money at my day job, and then my small business is struggling with the economy too. So like money is definitely not at its peak right now for me personally. But we have a little bit extra, especially with May coming up for people that get bi-weekly pay. It's a 3 payday month, which I'm so excited for. That'll really help with extra expenses. I'm gonna go into charms, just a tiny bit of charms, and just deepen out this outer edge just a little bit. Yeah, so that's my weekend plans, but it did get a little bit complicated because I do really want to film both days. And for Saturday, I don't know if I'll have time to film because we have to start our day so early because we're picking up everyone in the morning, and I'm not a morning riser, so I'll probably skip makeup, and then if there's time when I get home after the day, maybe I'll film if the sun is still out because I take all my pictures in natural light at the moment. I did also get another light that I'm testing out. I don't know if it's making this better or worse. I have to play around with it. This is the first time I'm filming with it, but let me know what you think. Okay, I really do like how that's looking. What do I want to do for shimmers? Just gonna grab a little bit of my Unearthly Cosmetics Glimmer Grasp. The thing I don't like about this tube is you have to squeeze pretty hard to get it to start coming out, but then too much comes out, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm just gonna like place it in the center here. Same thing on this eye. Now I have to pick what I want. Maybe I'll just go in with a safe one, like Delicious. Yeah, let's just pop Delicious on where I put that primer. I'm just applying it with my finger. I like that it's kind of a topper so you can see a little bit behind it where all those different shades are. It's not too much, but yeah, I think that worked. What else? I feel like I had so much to talk about because I haven't done a Chatty video in quite a while. What do I have to talk about though? Oh, I did my pet's annual checkup. Now my cat, we don't bring her in every single year, but my dog we do. And then, but now that my cat's getting older, we're gonna start doing like more thorough checkups. I know that's, a lot of people might judge me for that, but it's not like I don't take her in. I just didn't take her for her every year. But we did bring her in this year because she's been having some tummy issues for a little bit here. So we brought her in and we did her blood work, and thankfully all her blood work came back just fine, which is really exciting and I'm really grateful for. And we put her on some probiotics, but they're not making a very big difference. So we're gonna try a hypoallergenic diet here soon, as soon as we can go pick up the food to switch her to it. We just recently heard from the vet to try that instead, because we're like basically doing one thing, seeing if it makes a difference, and then if not, shifting. So if the food doesn't work, they have to take a stool sample and test it for, I think he said IBD, but hopefully the food is what we need to do. I'm really glad it wasn't anything in blood work, because blood work can definitely be pretty serious stuff. He did say to monitor her kidneys, because even though they're in the normal range, they're still a little bit high in the normal range. So as of right now, everything's fine, but it's something that we should keep an eye on every year. And then my dog was perfectly fine, no issues with her, so we just updated the vaccine that needed to be done, and that was pretty much it for her, which was really nice. But my cat, we're still on a little bit of a mission trying to get her all situated. So that's been fun. Thankfully, again, I'm just thankful her blood work all came back clean so that all her like organs and stuff are working okay. I think I want to go into my efflorescence palette. I don't know what for yet. I'm going to grab, I have so much glitter primer left still because it squeezed so much out, but I'm gonna pop it in the inner corners and on the brow bones and then pick something from the efflorescence palette, I think. Ooh, or maybe I'll go into my Robin Hood single shadow from Gamebeauty. I do love that. Oh, I also wanted to tell you guys that I have another palette coming in PR. That's really cool and exciting. It's from Noir and the Ghoul in Japan or something, a collab. I think it's shipping from the C Beauty Mall website. I don't know the exact details, but basically they just sent me an offer saying, hey, do you want one of these 2 palettes? They let me choose from 2 palettes, and I picked the one that was by Noir, and it was a collab with the Ghoul in Japan, and it's really pretty. It hasn't come in yet. Basically, they just said, hey, like all you have to do is film a video with it and use these tags and hashtags on Instagram or TikTok. And I was like, done. I mean, I would do that anyways. I love posting my makeup online, so it didn't feel like it was any big ask. And I know that most PR doesn't really ask you for specific things, but I'm so small still that I absolutely am willing to commit to posting a video in exchange, you know, because that is honestly a great way to start growing my collection. And if more brands want to do that, that was the same with when I got my Do Color makeup brushes. They just said, hey, like if you're able to film a video and post it of basically you showcasing the brushes, using them, whatever. And yeah, I did that as well, and I absolutely would be using any PR I received anyways, unless it was one that I obviously clearly wasn't interested in and they sent it. But I am still so new that I love trying new things, and I absolutely would say yes to most opportunities. It is a cruelty-free brand, so no concerns there. And yeah, honestly, I'm really excited. It's not a brand that I've ever tried before. I grabbed so much. What a waste. I'm so sad. Dang. Oh my god, that's awful. I love this, and I just wasted it. I need to find a replacement for this because it is getting so empty that it's scooping too much product. Oh no, I'm just gonna pull it and kind of blend it with the one that's on the middle of the lid because I don't want to just waste the product, and it blends into that orange well enough anyways that it'll work. I love this shade so much. I've been trying to really stretch it out because I will genuinely be very sad once it's empty, and it's like half empty. And like I said, I have been really trying not to waste it. But yeah, so that's an exciting thing that I wanted to share with you guys, that I have another palette on its way. I already got the shipping information and tracking and everything. It's been on its way for a little bit here, so by the time this video goes up, because I am pre-filming a little bit, the palette might even be in and I might have started playing with it. Who knows? Okay, I want to go in with my ColourPop cream gel, not cream gel liner, Glitterally Obsessed, and keep it Plutonic. But this one is quite dried out, so I do always use a glitter primer when they start to dry out. And I just want to pop it in my brow bone. I think it'll top on top of this really nicely. And I'm just going into that. What else do I have to tell you guys? Yeah, so vet, PR, plans with my niece, my mom coming upstairs when she knows I'm filming. That was a joke, sort of. I don't know why she came up. She knows I'm in a rush. So I'm just gonna leave the door closed and ignore her for now. Now my dog wants out of the room because she heard my mom come upstairs. I think I've mentioned before, but my mom lives in my basement. Me and my partner bought our house, although we want to buy elsewhere when we're able to. We don't live in a super nice area, but me and my partner, we bought our house in our very early 20s, but we did have to buy in a not so ideal neighborhood to do so, just so that we could get something, because I fully believe in buying a home so that I'm putting money back in my own pockets rather than into a landlord's. So yeah, we bought our house pretty young and we're working to pay off as much as we can so that we can buy our dream house. My dream is to get a little acreage, just maybe 20 minutes out of my city. Nothing too far because I am a city kid. I love the convenience of a city, but far enough that I have space for my dogs to run and play. Right now I only have one, but the dream is to have more than one dog and to have the space where we don't have neighbors super close to us and just kind of have a little bit more space and privacy is the dream. All right, we're gonna go in with my Bebella cream gel liner in Nude. Just pop that on the waterline. I need to start priming my face. I always misplace my alligator clips, so I only have one, so I have to like clip my hair real funny. I need to buy more because I really only have like 3. So when I lose my set of 2, I'm stuck with just this one, and it's silly. So I'm just trying to pull out what I need. I'm gonna go in with my Unearthly Cosmetics Satin Sorcery Primer. All right, I'm gonna let that primer sit for a while, so I'm just gonna throw on some mascara. And what else can I tell you guys about? I feel like there was so much. I'm still taking extra shifts at work right now just to make some extra money. I had my first market of the year, so for those of you that don't already know, I have a small woodworking / wood carving business. That and makeup are my 2 big things that I'm really passionate about. So I had my first market of the year. I usually skip January and February just because the weather where I live sucks and no one wants to leave their house anyways, and everyone's broke from Christmas during that time period. So end of March was my first market, and it was a pretty good market back. It was just a night market for about 4 hours. It's one that I do quite often, and it was a pretty good event considering how markets have been lately and just the economy and everything. I was decently happy with how it went. And then my friend brought her little naked cat with her. She has a little Sphinx cat that I've been bugging her to meet. So she ended up bringing the cat to the market in his little like sweater, and he was swaddled like a baby, and I got to hold him for a bit, and it was very, very cute and exciting. He was very funny looking. I love him. She texted me and she's like, hey, are like pets allowed? And I was like, yeah, but there's lots of dogs usually. So if you're bringing your cat, just be aware. And she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna carry him the whole time. And I was like, wonderful. And then she showed up with him, and it was a highlight for sure. It was a highlight. I enjoyed my time. All right, we're gonna apply the Covergirl Blurring Skin Tint. I've found that the best way to apply this for me personally is just to kind of rub it in like face moisturizer. I'm just trying to get it used up. I will not be purchasing this again, but I'm using it up because I do not have the funds to just not use something if I don't like it, but only because my collection has grown so much and I really genuinely just don't enjoy those palettes. And I never have, oh my gosh, this is going badly. Hold. Okay, usually when I apply it like that, it's best case scenario, but it's still such a hit or miss. And unfortunately, today's a miss. It's not looking good, but I gotta keep moving because I am on a strict time limit. So we're gonna apply some cream blush. Maybe once I add my setting powder. It does usually help a little bit, but this is not good. It's such a hit or miss. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I applied it with my hands and it worked out okay. And then other times I'm like, what is going on? I am not ever gonna buy this foundation again. I just cannot do it. To be fair, I do have like normal to dry skin, so I don't know. This finish is just, and it sticks in funny spots, like, and doesn't stick in other spots. I don't know. It's awful. Like right by here, it looks so bad. I'm just gonna use my Lashstep eyeshadow stick as a little highlight. I like how sparkly it is. I don't always want it super sparkly, but sometimes I enjoy it. This is crazy how bad this looks around my nose. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more foundation before I set it and try and get my nose situated a little bit. It's what it is. I hate this foundation so much, but I want to buy my Wet n Wild one again, but I want to wait till one of my foundations is empty, whether it's this one or the e.l.f. one that I have. So I've been kind of holding off, but honestly, I might just grab it for like $9. But then it'll go on sale as soon as I do grab it, and then I'll be annoyed. So I don't know. And yes, a $2 sale is worth waiting for if you're like me. Plus, if I buy it, then I'll be less pressured to use up this one. Like, if I at least like everything I'm using up, it's a little easier to go between the two. Right now, I'm just trying to use this one as much as I can, like when I don't really care about the finish or how long it needs to last. So today, it's just a play date and then a quick Walmart run, basically, I think. So I'm okay if it doesn't last the best. Or for work, I'm like, I don't want to waste my really good stuff at work when I have to get this used up. So sometimes I'll use this up at work too. But it is still frustrating because I've never really had a lot of issue with foundation when I've used it. Like, there are ones I definitely prefer over others. Never one I've hated as much as I hate this one, I think. To be fair, I don't use a ton of foundations. It's just this one is so inconsistent is the problem. So I don't know if it's going to work or not. All right, for blush, I figure we'll go into my Gamebeauty Noir blush. I really do enjoy this purple blush, and I think it'll go really cute with the kind of springy, I don't know if it's Eastery, but like, I don't know, with the purple on the outer corner, I think it'll be cute. I think I need to figure out how to change the lighting, the light that I bought, because it's a very white light and I want it to be just a little bit less in your face white. We'll see when I get into editing, because it's hard to tell then too. And I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild highlight. I am trying to use this one up, so whenever it works for a look, I gravitate towards it. Sometimes, obviously, I'll dip into my other things because, well, I would get so bored if I could only use this one highlight. But this one is definitely the one I go to when there's not a specific highlight I have in mind that I want to use when a look comes together. Especially if it's a cool toned look, I just grab this. I did a lot of highlight. Holy cow. Just gonna blend it into the blush a little bit. It's a lot, but it's fine. I'm gonna grab, where'd it go? My brow pencil, and I'm just gonna kind of fill in and just brush them out. This spot is always the hardest for me. Usually I just kind of leave it looking like poop. And I don't own any brow gel, but I'm assuming that's what the brow gel would be to help fix, maybe? I don't know. I'm not a brow girly. Now, I want lashes today. All right, so I've got a couple tiny little wisps, color wisps, and I have a pink and an orange one open, so I'm gonna use both actually this time. And last time I did this, I put the little color wisps on the bottom of the lash. This time I want to put them on top and see if it makes them more visible. All right, we're just going to pop on the lashes. I added the little pops of color underneath, so I did a orange and a pink. Now I'm just gonna apply some lash glue and get these popped on. I think we're almost done for the makeup look. I still need something for my lips, and that might be it. All right, lashes are placed. We're gonna let those dry for a couple minutes while I figure out lips. I do think it'll be best to go with something simple for lips today. And since I'm trying to use up this lip pencil, I figure we'll just do this pencil with a gloss. So this one is ColourPop's Bumble Lip Pencil. Okay, lip pencil is on. Now I'm just going to apply the gloss. This is the Aether Beauty Solar Flare. It's another one that I'm trying to just use up. It's actually nicer than I originally thought, but it is super small, so I'm just trying to get it used up. Just have one less thing in my collection. Just gonna fix my hair. Alrighty guys, this is going to be the completed look. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel out a lot. If you had any fun plans over the past weekend, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. And if you do want to see more content from me in the future at any point, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It does mean the world to me, and it just makes it a little easier to keep an eye on my content. I do post about twice a week at the moment. And with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!